don't worry, it doesn't need to be replaced or anything like that. Just a matter of making sure that it is exactly spotless for the gymnast to come. And on we go. Staying very calm in her bubble. The first competitor in this set B. The 16-year-old from Leiderdorp in the Netherlands, one of the oldest towns in South Holland. Competing now in her second European Championships, having made her debut last year in Baku. The first to take to the carpet is Femke Barhorst. Here she is with the clubs. What a lovely beginning with the clubs from this still very young competitor from the Netherlands. We saw Femke Barhorst yesterday with the hoop. 26.85 was her score. So much progression can be made in a year, and that's evident in this exercise. Her turns in particular were splendid. To another young competitor in her second European Championships, representing Israel. This is Daniela Munitz, someone to keep an eye on when it comes to all-around qualification. She could be right in the thick of it, given what she did yesterday with the hoop and ball. She was very young and very green last year in Baku. A different Daniela Muniz has come to Budapest. But what has remained the same in her routines is her capacity to handle enormous amounts of difficulty with every apparatus. There's been a big improvement in the way that she presents herself, in the artistic components of these exercises. Really tight chaîné turns, the kind that you need if you are to successfully complete big risks. There was just a small issue with her grabbing the stick of the ribbon at the end of the routine. We'll see what that costs her in terms of the score. Meanwhile, Femke Barhorst records 26.4 in her first routine. The next to go represents the Netherlands. This is Noah Gabriella von der Laan, a 19-year-old making her European Championships debut. A red-hot Roxanne from Noah Gabriella von der Laan, a gymnast who has had to wait to make her European Championships debut, but she is finally here. Her pirouettes and pivots, quite striking, really secure with the small throw combined with an illusion turn. Watching her work, it will be no surprise to learn that she was once a competitive ballerina before taking up rhythmic gymnastics. She won junior regional level titles. 31.45 is the score for Daniela Muniz with the ribbon, and that puts her into 8th place in qualification, so she is in the hot seat to make the final. And here is her teammate, Daria Adamanov of Israel, the bronze medalist in the all-around at the World Championships in Valencia last year. Atamanov continuing what has been a most successful comeback from a potentially devastating leg injury at the end of 2022. She was minutes away from making her World Championship debut and suffered the leg injury in the warm-up. And she said she didn't walk correctly for something like the next 8 months. But she did rehabilitate. She got her skills back. She returned to training. And she had a wonderful 2023 Worlds, putting herself back amongst the top echelon. 25.5, the score with the clubs for Noah Gabriella von der Laan. Next, representing Switzerland, Sofia Chiariello. She begins with the clubs.
Try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I never stay. Don't tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say. When I go out with you, don't put me on display.
Honestly, I get bored of basic. She said, come over and see it for yourself. Never asking for your help. Independent woman, she ain't for the show. It's when she told me she ain't never, ever, ever, ever gonna be home.
I don't tell you what to say. I don't tell you what to do. So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young, and I love to be young. I'm free, and I love to be free. To live my life the way I want. Just say and do whatever I please. You don't own me.
What a successful European Championships debut it has been for Sofia Chiariello. She has been very consistent in her competition. 29.5 with both the hoop and the ball yesterday. And another quite error-free performance with the clubs. We should remember that she is just 15 years old. She lives outside of Bern. And Daria Atamanov has scored 32.65 with the ribbon. That currently puts her 4th in the qualification, and it bumps her own teammate Daniela Munitz into 9th place. So as things stand, Atamanov will be in the final and Munitz is first reserve. Representing Armenia, performing with the ribbon, this is Anna Badalyan. She is just 15 years old, Anna Badalian, yet to compete at a World Championships at the senior level, though she was a competitor at the Junior World Championships in Cluj-Napoca last year. And what we are seeing is the birth of a rhythmic gymnast from Armenia, someone who could potentially lead the team, inspire other young Armenian women to take up the sport. 29.15, another score in the 29s for Sofia Chiariello. She remains very consistent. The other Swiss gymnast in the race for finals is Nayen Polini Ashanafi, 17-year-old who lives in New York but represents Switzerland.
Tenho a cabeça e a garganta num nó que não se desfaz e nem assim tu tens dó. Sinto-me tonta cada dia pior. Já não sei de coisas que sabia de cor. As pulsações subiram quase para mim. Estou louca, completamente senil. Ai, coração.
Switzerland's Nayen Polini Ashanafi, continuing what has been a very successful European Championships debut. She was born in Manhattan, but these days she resides in Lugano, the largest city in the Italian-speaking region of Switzerland in the south. And hers is a story of perseverance. She began rhythmic gymnastics when she was 9 years old. Some people told her she wouldn't make it. She didn't listen, and that's a great thing. 22.1 for Anna Badalian. Milena Asrian of Armenia prepares for her ribbon performance. Dramatic end to the routine by Milena Asrian of Armenia. Quite a sophisticated performance from the 16-year-old. She too is competing in her first senior European Championships. She did partake in the junior event in 2022 in Tel Aviv. She's quite analytical of her performances, says that she still has a lot to learn. 27.25, the score coming in for Nayan Polini Afanashi. And now the first of the Italian performers with the clubs and ribbon. The experienced Milena Baldassari will start things off for Team Italy. This is a new routine for the Olympic year.
And now, meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen.
Mama thinks I'm living in a convent, a secluded little convent in the southern part of France. So please, sir, if you run into my mama, don't reveal my indiscretion. Give her working them a chance. Hush up, don't tell mama, shush up. Don't tell mama, whatever you do. If you had a secret, you bet I would keep it. I would never tell on you. So please, sir, if you run into my mama, don't reveal my indiscretion. Just leave well enough alone. You can tell my grandma suits me fine. Just yesterday she joined the line. But don't tell mama what you know. Tell mama, listen, don't tell mama what you know.
Milena Baldassari, who aspires to be an actress one day, currently incarnating the role of Sally Bowles on the Rhythmic Gymnastics carpet. We should remind ourselves right now that the score needed to enter the club's final is 32.9, or rather in excess of 32.9. Currently, Fanny Pignitsky of Hungary in 8th place. Meanwhile, Milena Asrian of Armenia has brought in a 24.6 with the ribbon. Representing Lithuania. And beginning with the ribbon, this is Milana Trikalise, just 15 years old from Vilnius.
Se dice que soy fea, que camino a lo malevo, que soy chueca, que me muevo con un aire compadrón, que parezco un dinosaurio, mi nariz es puntiaguda, la figura no me ayuda y mi boca es un buzón. Si charla con Luis, con Pedro, con Juan, hablando de mí, los hombres están, critican si ya la línea perdí, se fijan si no, o si fui. Se dicen muchas cosas, más si a gusto no interesa, porque pierden la cabeza ocupándose de mí. Yo sé que hay muchos que desprecian con mentiras y suspiran y se mueren cuando piensan en mi amor. Y más de uno se derrite si suspiro y se quedan si lo miro resoplando con temor. Si fea soy, pongámosle que de eso ya yo me enteré. Más la fealdad que Dios me dio, mucha mujer y ocultan de mí. Se dice, ay, yo sé que hay muchos que desprecian con mentira y suspiran y se mueren cuando piensan en mi amor. Si fea soy, que de eso ya yo me enteré. Me la envidió y no dirán que me creí porque modesta siempre fui. Yo soy así.
That's quite a debut performance from Milana Trikalice. Yesterday, she scored 29.8 with the ball. There's a lot of potential in this still young gymnast. She competed at the Junior European Championships 2 years ago and was also at the World Championships for Juniors last summer. But there she was competing with the Lithuanian group. 33.25. The new routine is a hit for Milena Baldassari. And that puts her fourth right now with the clubs. And it sets up her teammate, Sofia Raffaelli, perfectly. She has a new routine for 2024. This is the apparatus that she first drew attention for. She fascinates with this apparatus. But one does wonder how much the small trajectory error is going to cost her. There is just something about Sofia Raffaelli with the clubs. There are a couple new apparatus difficulties in this exercise, most notably the one where the club actually rebounds off the top of her head. Milana Trikalice scores 26.85 with the ribbon. From one 15-year-old Lithuanian to another. From the city of Klaipėda on the Baltic coast, this is Skaiste Razokaite. just 15, and so much potential. Skaiste Razokaite of Lithuania. She was 10th in the all-around at the Bosphorus Cup in Istanbul earlier this year. Prepared for this event by competing at the Portimao World Challenge Cup in Portugal. She was another gymnast who represented her country on the world stage at the Junior World Championships. The score for Sofia Raffaelli, 33.2 with the clubs. And that is enough to get her into the final at this point. And so it looks like that boxes out Fanny Pignitsky of Hungary. Representing Austria now with the clubs, this is Arina Mironskaya. Arina Mironskaya of Austria. Yesterday she scored 26 with the ball. Ball and clubs are the only apparatus she is performing with at these European Championships. This is her second time at this event. But it is her first time competing alongside her twin sister Dina at the European Gymnastics Championships. Both of them have been residents of Vienna since 2019. 25.3, the number for Skaiste Razokaite. To Czechia now, and Teresa Stankova. She carries in 28.9 with the ball from yesterday. Ball and ribbon are the only routines that we will be seeing her perform here in Budapest. Teresa Stankova has had an excellent routine with the ribbon. She has a most interesting journey as well to this European Championships. She began as an individual. She represented Czechia at the European Championships in Tel Aviv in 2022, and then she disappeared from the scene for a while, and she came back as a member of the Czech group at the 2023 World Championships, and here she is once again as an individual. Arina Miranskaya earns 27.05 with the clubs. That's the higher of the two scores that she has posted for Austria. The second Austrian to perform with the clubs. The reigning junior national champion, Julia Neumann, 17-year-old. That was a great fight from Neumann to minimize the error, to, if she could, keep the club from going out of bounds. She will lose 0.3 for the club landing outside the floor area. Another 0.3 for her arm having to extend outside the boundary and get it. Likely to be a few compositional deductions as well. But again, great fight. 27.55 is what is carried in by Teresa Stankova of Czechia with the ribbon. And we will continue with Czechia. This is Valeria Fotevova. 29.4, what she received with the hoop. She did well to keep that ribbon under control at the end of the routine. Saved herself a more major deduction. Certainly there was an error with the trajectory of the ribbon. She missed through it and then had to take several large steps in order to get it. But she kept it from going out of bounds, and she kept hold of the ribbon at the end of the routine. The gymnast does not have control of the apparatus as the music ends. There's a full mark deduction involved. She won't have that. Julia Neumann earns a 25.95 with the clubs. To Latvia now, and a 21-year-old. The third routine for Evelina Ivanova. Evelina Ivanova of Latvia. A gymnast who has been absent from the international stage for several years. She actually competed at the European Championships in 2018 in Guadalajara. That was her debut. She would have been only 15 at the time, and she is back 5 years later, 6 years later even. The score for Valerie Fotovova of Czechia. And now representing Moldova, performing with the ribbon, the first routine of the day from Emily Beznos.
Hello, come in. Welcome to the freak show. Take your seat, but don't look at the windows. The monsters like to jump out of the dark. Buckle up, cause this is just the start. Higher and higher we go. Up to the top, better look out below. Higher and higher we go. Up to the top, better look out. So this is one. No.
Determination and diligence in the ribbon work of Emily Beznos, the 17-year-old who lives in California. She made her European Championship debut 12 months ago in Baku. Came in the top 45 in the all-around. She has an extraordinary academic record just because she has already graduated and with an incredible grade point average from the University of California at Los Angeles, doing her bachelor's degree in only 2 years, and at an age when most people have not yet completed high school. Evelina Ivanova earns 29.05 with the clubs. That is her highest score by a couple of points so far at these European Championships. The spotlight now turns to her teammate. This is a 17-year-old born in Estonia, but she lives in Western Latvia. Imminent the club's routine of Nikola Vasilyeva. Nikola Vasilyeva of Latvia. A difficult drop early in the routine, losing both clubs, but not having to take too many steps to scoop them up. Nonetheless, at least a 0.5 of a point deduction incurred in that, and it could impact her difficulty score as well. Some nice work in this routine, though. Vasilyeva, the national champion in Latvia from 2023, in her second European Championships. 26.05, the score with the ribbon for Emily Beznos. Now representing Moldova with the ribbon, this is Veronika Sturmilova, 17 from Chisinau.
Panic and stress. Oh, ain't it the best? The sound of a heart exploding inside a chest.
It fills you with pride.
We're ruining lives.
That beautiful sound from the musical Beetlejuice, interpreted in a very playful way by Veronika Sturmilova of Moldova. And she danced her way through that routine. Solid fouette pirouettes. There's her dynamic balance, keeping the ribbon moving throughout. Nikola Vasilyeva, meanwhile, scores 27.55 with the clubs. Sturmilova, the final competitor in this first rotation. We will recommence with Femke Barhorst of the Netherlands, this time performing with the ribbon, and go down through. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from this first rotation in Set B with the clubs and ribbon. The score for Veronika Sturmilova of Moldova, 24.6 with the ribbon, and her competition is complete. There is an abundance of red, white, and blue flags and some very excited Dutch fans on their feet, heralding the arrival of Femke Barhorst. She will be performing with the ribbon. Complicated balance work to begin.
Is dit de laatste ronde? Is dit la fin d'amour? Ik ben mezelf niet meer. On est ensemble pour toujours. Stem in mijn hoofd, ga maar door. Ik hoor je naam encore. Et encore. Wat ik dan ga dan meteen. Dan dans ik wel alleen. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da 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 da. La da da da. Après m'avoir dansé, tu voulais retourner. Tu voulais quoi? C'est qui ton charme, mais c'est que t'as oublié. T'as mis mes noms, ça m'a donné. Tu croyais encore. Et encore, je montre dans le nez, dans danser vers l'année. La da 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 da. Est-ce qu'elle m'a oublié? Après m'avoir dansé, tu voulais retourner. Est-ce qu'elle m'a oublié? Dites-moi mais la seconde, ça c'est mon dernier mot.
At the conclusion of the 2023 European Championships, Femke Barhorst zeroed in on ribbon as a place where she really needed to improve her technique. She says that the switch from junior to senior ribbon work, where as a senior you have to work with a ribbon that is 6 meters long, whereas as a junior you can do ribbon with 1 meter less. She said that that was very difficult for her. Her other goal in the last 12 months has been to work on her artistry and developing that. And we can say that it is an achievement that she has unlocked. Well done to her. Performing with the clubs now, Daniela Munitz of Israel. She's had a great competition. Just one routine left.
L'amour est un jour qui ne peut apprivoiser. Et s'il y en a encore la paix, si lui convient de refuser. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, si tu ne m'aimes pas, je l'aime. Mais si je l'aime, si je l'aime, prends garde à toi. Moi, toi, regarde-moi, arriva. Toi, moi, manda la mano, va de loin. Moi, toi, regarde-moi, arriva. Moi, toi, moi.
Oh, she is coming along so well. At her second European Championships, Daniela Munitz is into several finals, and that should seal her place in the all-around final as well. She seems to grow with every routine that she does, each one a little better than the last. She has been so well prepared for this competition, really benefiting from the tutelage of Giulietta Cantalupi, the Italian Olympian from London 2012, who moved to Israel at the end of last year. The score for Femke Barhorst with the ribbon 24.7. And we are looking at the other contender from the Netherlands. Performing on the biggest stage of her life. We've seen her with ball and clubs, set to show her routine with the ribbon. Here is Noah Gabriella von der Laan. That's a striking bit of work from von der Laan. Once again, her solid balletic technique really shows through in this exercise. Soft, airy piece of piano music. Coordinates quite well with the movement of the ribbon. Daniela Munitz earns 33.8 with the clubs. That is an extraordinary score. It puts her into third place, so it is all but guaranteed that we will have one Israeli in the club's final. And how about two? Daria Atamanov could make it happen. Daria Atamanov, 18 years old, from Rishon LeZion. And if that's familiar to you, it's because Lenoy Ashram hailed from the same city. Yes, there was one small drop of the clubs, but that is not going to keep Daria Atamanov out of the all-around final. Even if she has to drop this score, she is currently sitting in 6th place, poised to contend for European honors as a generalist. It's been a very good championships for her and for Israel so far. Last night, Maitel Sumkin won the gold with the ball in the junior competition. Noah Gabriella von der Laan has received her score with the ribbon. It is 23.25. And we move quickly to Switzerland with the ribbon. This is Sofia Chiariello. Great orchestration from Sofia Chiariello of Switzerland with the ribbon. What an impressive first European Championships for this still young senior. Her scores have been pushing into the upper 20s. Lovely risk this. One chaîné turn and a change of level under the flight of the ribbon. Daria Atamanov earns 29.7 with the clubs. And her place in the all-around final is secure. And now representing Armenia, the final performance of Anna Badalyan.
Alegría, mi gente. Ese amor llega así de esta manera. No tengo la culpa. Amor de cumplimentado, amor del pasado. Ven, 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 ven. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la debe vivir así. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la debe vivir así. Oye, Lucenzo, aquí con los reyes, Chico y los Gypsy. Y nos aprovechamos a verlo, por este ritmo caliente, flamenco. Alegría, mi gente. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la debe vivir así. Baila, baila. Bambolea, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la debe vivir así. Bambolea, bambolea, arriba, Chico, mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así.
Oh, the fundamentals are all there. Never mind that there were a couple of drops in this exercise. She has real potential for the future. Anna Badalyan of Armenia, who started her season by winning 3 gold medals, including with the clubs, at the Northern Lights competition in Norway. And she ends it on the European stage. Well done to her. 28.7, the score for Sofia Chiariello. It's been a fine championship for her, as it has for this Swiss competitor, Nayen Polini Ashanafi, the 17-year-old, born in New York, living in Lugano, and performing now with the ribbon.
Harry, welcome to the Underground Railroad.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun.
There's not much time.
Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. I'm waiting through muddy water. You know I gotta make up mind. And I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. Just as feet on the sky.
don't know if you know how extraordinary this is, but you have made it 100 miles to freedom all by yourself.
A very different mood, very soulful. The music Stand Up from Cynthia Erivo. And the gymnast is Nayan Polini Ashanafi. And I alluded after her clubs routine to the fact that she has come a really long way in gymnastics. When she started, when she was 9 years old, she did encounter people who thought that she wouldn't make it, thought that she wasn't good enough to be on a big stage. And through a lot of hard work and daily small gains in training, she has built herself up to this level. There is no limit to what you can accomplish when you work very hard. The lesson given to us by Nayan Polini Ashanafi, and what a good one it is. The score is in for Anna Badalian, 23.5 with the clubs. The second and final performance on the way for Giulietta Avetissian, the 16-year-old competitor from Yerevan. Giulietta Avetissian of Armenia, the first gymnast at these European Championships to do a headstand cartwheel as one of her pre-acrobatic elements. She really made this club's routine into a dance party. Strong fundamentals. The score for Nayan Polini Ashanafi is 22.75. Set for her ribbon routine now is Milena Baldassari of Italy. This is her third apparatus of these championships, and she could very well secure herself a place in the all-around final with this. Well, there are many things that went right in this routine. There's some beautiful spirals, and the way that she projects herself will assure her a strong artistry score. However, having to stop the routine and pick out what looked like a knot in the ribbon about 20 seconds in is likely to keep her out of the final. It may not keep her out of the all-around, however. She needs better than 91.3 to assure herself a place there, as the score of 25.15 is posted for Julieta Avitisian of Armenia with the clubs. Here representing Lithuania with her final performance. This is Milana Tricolici. Showing off incredible back flexibility in this exercise with the club's 15-year-old Milana Tricolici of Lithuania. She's one of several 15-year-olds that we've seen over the past 2 days. Really part of the future of European rhythmic gymnastics. Making the move from the junior category into the senior. For many, it's a big leap, but she's been handling it well. 29.8 her score with the ball. Very impressive indeed. Readying behind the curtain, Sofia Raffaelli of Italy, as Milena Baldassari earns 30.95 with the ribbon. And out comes Sofia Raffaelli of Italy, a gymnast so many have come to see. The world champion in 2022, both in the all-around and with this apparatus. Raffaelli, always a joy with the ribbon.
T'as voulu voir Vesoul et on a vu Vesoul. T'as voulu voir Enflamme et on
travail comme toujours. Mais je te le dis, je n'irai pas plus loin. Mais je te préviens, j'irai pas à Paris. D'ailleurs, j'ai horreur de tous les flonflons, de la valse musette et de l'accordéon. Mais je te le redis, je n'irai pas plus loin. Mais je te préviens, j'irai pas à Paris. D'ailleurs, j'ai horreur de tous les flonflons, de la valse musette et de l'accordéon. T'as voulu voir Paris, on a vu Paris. J'ai voulu voir ta sœur, j'ai voulu mon Valériane, t'as voulu voir danser les Trompe-Carthage, j'ai voulu voir Bison sur la vue de Pigalle à la Cap Saint-Lazare, j'ai vu les fleurs du mal par hasard.
It is just possible that this routine will please the crowd in Paris this summer. What do you think? It's a dynamite set from Sofia Raffaelli, who walks away all smiles. And with good reason. She has had a very nice competition. And it is just beginning. We will see her again in the all-around final. 28.1 is the score for Milana Trikolidze. Making her way to the carpet for her final performance. The 15-year-old from Klaipėda, Skaiste Razokaite. A club's finalist at the Bosphorus Cup in Turkey earlier this season.
20, 22, side coming back. Long time no see, huh? 오래 가는 거지, huh? 우리 다시 웃고 일고 지고 웃고 let's get look. Pandemic's over, 그래 기분이 오자, 다시 그분이 오자. I say yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Whoa. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh yeah. 준비하시고 쏘세요. That I like that. 기분 좋아 beat it. 밴드로 잡고 위아래로. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. It's like that. That I like that, baby. That I like that.
Skaiste Razokaite of Lithuania. Solid fundamentals with the clubs. That's a dynamic balance. She mills the clubs throughout. And just a little cheer right at the end of the performance. Well deserved for her. Clearly one to keep an eye on for the future. Milena Baldassari has submitted an inquiry on the 30.95 that she earned with the ribbon. Sofia Raffaelli, meanwhile, earns 33.8. That was really something special, that performance. 33.8, the highest score with the ribbon thus far. So Raffaelli goes into the final and overtakes Taisia Onofrichuk of Ukraine as the top scorer with that apparatus. We saw her twin sister with the clubs, and now it is the turn of Dina Mironskaya to perform with the ribbon. Representing Austria, Dina Mironskaya. Some real complication with the apparatus at the end of that routine for Dina Mironskaya. Unfortunate, because this is a lovely presentation of De Gamba's Black Swan. The time that she lost trying to work the knot out of the ribbon means that she did not have time to do several of the body difficulties and apparatus difficulties that she would have done otherwise. So we are likely looking at quite a low score for difficulty. 28.55 with the clubs. The score of Skaiste Orazokait of Lithuania. What a nice competition she has had. The final performance of Valeria Fotevova of Czechia will come with the clubs. The 15-year-old born in Prague but lives and trains in Sofia. Valeria Fotevova of Czechia performing to Havanagila, the Jewish folk song, very well known. This is a remixed version of the original music. It's a very engaging composition. She did have a few small errors, one drop of a club that's likely to cost half a point, and an out of bounds actually, where her foot went out. That will be another 0.3. Score unchanged for Milena Baldassari of Italy. Dina Mironskaya does receive a low score, 21.2, and that's more about what she did not do because of the problems with the ribbon and the time that she spent unworking the apparatus. The final performance is imminent for Julia Neumann of Austria. It comes with the ribbon. She has had 28.4 with the hoop, 25.95 with the clubs. The second-year senior. Here she is with the ribbon.
I summoned you, please come to me. Don't bury thoughts that you really want. I fill you up, drink from my cup. Within me lies what you really want. Come, lay me down, 'cause you know this, 'cause you know this. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, just call my name, I'm yours to save. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, I'm wide awake, I crave your taste all night long. These burning flames like a hurricane, just call my name. Light me here. Just call my name, I'm yours to save. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, oh.
Julia Neumann of Austria. That received with special enthusiasm from the Austrian supporters. She comes from Korneburg in the northeast part of Austria. It is just north of Vienna. A nice performance from the gymnast who made her World Championship debut this year. 26.9, meanwhile, for Valeria Fotevova. And the Czechian flags are flying for Nikola Novakovar. Nikola Novakovar, one of the gymnasts who has come in to fill the hole left by some recent retirements from Czechian veterans.
What's Grease Lightning?
What a tremendous dynamic balance sequence at the end. Nikola Novakovar, the gymnast described as the new hope of Czech rhythmic gymnastics. She's acquitted herself very well in this competition. Hoop and ball scores that push towards 30, 29.5 with the hoop. She really has it all. A light touch with the apparatus, good amplitude on the leaps. High releve. Julia Neumann scores 26.7 with ribbon. Very respectable performance given by the Austrian team here in Budapest. To a strong Latvian contender, Evelina Ivanova. She just had 29.05 with the clubs. Here she is with ribbon. A couple of noticeable trajectory errors, including with the boomerang at the end, but there is a lot to like in the performance of Evelina Ivanova of Latvia. Particularly nice arabesque pivot developing into a penché. And a certain smoothness to her fouette turns, as well as the spirals created by the ribbon. Nikola Novakova, meanwhile, scores 29.6 with the clubs. That actually her highest mark of the competition. Final performance imminent for Emily Beznos of Moldova. She takes to the carpet with the clubs.
We wear red so they don't see us bleed. $100 bills under our sleeve. We intend not to sleep till we're dead. Drink our problems right out of our heads. Sing it up. Trouble,
music is Trouble by Valérie Broussard. And Emily Besnos having very few problems in that exercise. One drop of a club, but she got things right back on track. Last year was her debut at the European Championships. She has taken what she learned there and applied it to the new routines that she has shown here. Job well done. She is on the upswing. Evelina Ivanova earns 28.55 for her performance with the ribbon. That's the second highest number that she has received. She too in a good way. Representing Latvia now, the final routine from Nikola Vasilyeva. The Latvian national champion in 2023, Nikola Vasilyeva. Perhaps not the way that she would have chosen to end her competition, but there have been some really good moments, including a 30.45 recorded by her with the ball yesterday. Her arabesque pivot, which she also developed into a penché. Engaging performance overall. The score for Emily Besnos with the club's 27.15. The honor of closing out this qualification competition at these European Championships goes to a young gymnast from Moldova. In her senior European Championship debut, this is Gloria Motricala, now performing with the clubs.
If you want her, na 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 na, your wish is mine. Na 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 na, no not me, no not me, no not me, no not me, no
What a fantastic 2 days of competition it has been. The senior division opening up these European Championships. Qualifications now complete with hoop, ball, clubs, and ribbon. It's a very pretty display from Motrikala. A fitting way to close out the competition. There's plenty of emotion and beauty in that performance. Good mastery of the apparatus, too. Two more scores still to come in. Nikola Vasilyeva of Latvia earns 26.5. She has earned her banana, Gloria Motrikala. And when Luigi gives you a banana, that means that you have done very well indeed. He's out of here for now, but I suspect that we will see him again in the finals. Much to reflect upon as these qualification rounds draw to a close. The 8 finalists with the clubs and with the ribbon now set. 27.55 with the clubs. The final score to come in, and that belongs to Gloria Motrikala of Moldova. You are looking at the finalists with the clubs at these 40th European Championships. Borjana Kalin, Vera Tugolukova, Daniela Muniz, Margarita Kolashov, Milena Baldassari, Sofia Raffaeli, Elvira Krasnobayeva, and Liliana Levinska. Congratulations to all of them. Ribbon finalists also set. Those led by Sofia Raffaeli of Italy. We'll also be seeing Tasia Onofrichuk of Ukraine, the 15-year-old sensation. But for the present, here's a look at some of the highlights from the last couple hours of competition. Set B of apparatus qualification at the European Championships.
Apparatus ranking for the gross qualification.
A 20 kvalifikációs eredményei olyan helyen mutatta a 21 gyakorlatot, de a tanulókon előtt ennél a 20 pedig a harmadik helyen áll. Ami a magyarokat illeti tűzőként szeretnék kiadni a 14. helyen végzett, Blythe annak pedig a 23. helyen szerezte meg.
The 8 finalists with ribbon now with Sofia Raffaeli, Taisia Onofrichuk, Tanya Raffaelev, Elvira Krasnobayeva, Daria Atamanov, Svitlana Nikolova, Alba Maltista, and
Rhythmic Fanni a 8. helyen. Ezek tehát a szalagkvalifikáció eredményei. Sofia Raffaeli nyert meg Taisia Onofrichuk előtt. Rhythmic Fanni is ott lesz a fináléban, csak úgy, mint a labda döntőben vasárnap szeretnénk a finálék során.
And here's the all-around ranking. Raffaeli, Muniz, Nikolova, Onofrichuk, Kalel, Atamanov, Varfolomev, Bautista. Great job by Alba Bautista as well.
És remélem rövidesen tovább lépünk majd az egyéni összetett versenyt illetően, hiszen 24 versenyző jutott el a döntőig, amit szombaton rendeznek, és bizony mind a 2 magyar versenyző ott lesz a fináléban. Rhythmic Fanni a 10. helyen, Blythe Hanna pedig a 16. helyen jutott el az egyéni
összetett fináléba.
And here's the places 17 to 24. Berezina, I was too slow. The top 24 has qualified for the all-around final. So Rafael Polizzi, Colo, Friccio, Calena, Tamano, Fafolome, Bautista. Then Kolosov, Pivnitsky, Tuvolukova, Fedeleeva, Levitska, Baldassari, Agamilova, Wiesner, Lapana, Wiesner, Berezina, Emil Eichel, Dragan, Avgusti, Vaher from Estonia, wonderful job. Rogozina of Finland. And Ellen Karbanov, the French athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again tomorrow.
It has been an absolute pleasure having your company during these clubs and ribbon qualifications at the European Championship. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow for more rhythmic gymnastics. We'll leave you with the qualifiers in the individual clubs final. Boriana Kalin, Vera Tugolukova, and Daniela Munitz making up the top three. But of course, the finals will be new life. So anything is possible and anything can happen. Always interesting to look down the order. Very nice performance by the young Maria Avgusti of Cyprus in 18th place. Maëlle Millet of France as well. And here are the top 8 with the ribbon, led by Sofia Raffaelli of Italy. What a beautiful performance she gave. We will also be seeing Taisia Onofrichuk. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is coming to a final near you very soon. Daria Varfolomeev, a very nice performance as well, sitting in 3rd place. And honorable mention to Liliana Lewinska of Poland, a gymnast who gave absolutely everything she had to each of her performances here.
Have you ever been to Paris? Did you ever smell the rain? On a velvet summer evening, I keep dreaming of it. Would you go with me today?
And the 24 who compete in the all-around are now known. These are your qualifiers to the all-around final, led by Sofia Raffaelli, the 2022 world champion, making a big statement here in Budapest. And the second qualifier, Daniela Munitz of Israel. Very interesting indeed. She has really shot up in the rankings over the past 12 months. Her hard work coming to fruition. Congratulations as well to Anastasia Rogojina of Finland and Hélène Karbanov of France. They grabbed the last two spaces into the final. First alternate is Emi Piroinen of Finland and Victoria Onoprienka of Ukraine. Having had some uncharacteristic errors, she misses out. She will be the second alternate. Maëlle Millet of France, the third. And that draws qualifications to a close. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow for more from Budapest.